faith and ambition could work together, not against each other. The Rosary was no longer just a comfort. It was a symbol of her strategy. Eva used artificial intelligence to predict market shifts. Eva explained how she had used her faith to guide her steps, how she had used technology to protect her dream. Faith is not just for prayer, it is for power. In the heart of the city, skyscrapers touched the clouds. Inside a tall glass tower, a quiet woman sat at the end of a boardroom table. Her name was Eva. In her hand, she held a crystal rosary. The beads glowed softly between her fingers. People often overlooked her silence, not her strength. Eva listened more than she spoke, watching every move and every number. Her power came from something deeper: faith, focus, and the rosary that never left her side. In this world of fast deals, Eva's quiet presence was a promise her story would not end in silence. Eva's days began before sunrise. She knelt in her small apartment, the city still dark. The crystal rosary caught the first light. Each prayer was a promise to herself and to her future. She asked for wisdom, for courage, and for vision. Her faith was her secret fuel. She worked hard, learning everything about business, finance, and technology. She studied markets at night, eyes glowing in the blue light of her screen. Every deal, every meeting, she guided with quiet devotion. The rosary beads clicked softly as her mind worked quickly. She believed faith and ambition could work together, not against each other. People whispered about her. Some said she was too quiet, too soft. But Eva knew that silence could be strategy. While others argued and shouted, she listened and learned. Her devotion made her strong. Her ambition made her unstoppable. She promised herself one thing: she would build something lasting. Not just for herself, but for everyone who believed in her vision. Her rosary would be the silent witness to her rise. In the polished boardroom, tension filled the air. Eva sat at the head of the table. Beside her sat Mark, her fiancé, and Lila, her best friend. Together, they planned a new tech project, one that could change the city's skyline. But something was different. Mark and Lila shared secret glances. The air crackled with rivalry and something more. Eva watched, silent, as the triangle grew sharper. She knew love could bring strength, but it could also bring danger. One evening, Eva discovered a message on her tablet. It was a secret email between Mark and Lila. They planned to take her company. They wanted her patents, her properties, her empire. The people she trusted most were plotting behind her back. The shock was sharp, like cold glass in her chest. Eva's heart ached. She remembered every shared dream, every late night building their business. Now those memories felt like lies. She walked through her empty office, the city lights blinking outside. Her rosary beads shimmered in her hand, steady against her trembling fingers. She did not cry. Instead, she prayed. She asked for strength, for guidance, for justice. In that quiet moment, Eva made a new promise. She would not let betrayal destroy her. She would rise above it, using her faith as armor. The next morning, Eva entered the boardroom. Her silence was now a shield. The room felt colder. Mark and Lila did not meet her eyes, but Eva was ready. Her faith had prepared her for this moment. Eva turned to technology, her silent ally. She studied smart contracts, artificial intelligence, and digital security. She used her skills to lock down her patents and properties. Every asset was protected by a digital wall. Her rosary beads glowed on her wrist as she coded late into the night. She watched Mark and Lila try to move against her. They found only closed doors and encrypted files. Her faith guided her, step by step. She trusted in prayer, but also in the power of her mind. The rosary was no longer just a comfort. It was a symbol of her strategy. Eva used artificial intelligence to predict market shifts. She used smart contracts to seal deals that could not be broken. She bought new properties with a few taps on her phone. Her empire grew even as others tried to break it down. In every meeting, she stayed silent, letting her actions speak. The city skyline changed. Eva's properties stood tall, shining in the night. Her faith and technology became her strongest weapons. The day came for the final showdown. Mark and Lila tried to take control at the annual meeting. They presented their case confident and bold. But Eva waited, calm and composed. She held the rosary in one hand, a digital tablet in the other. When it was her turn, she stood. She revealed the truth. She owned all the key patents. She controlled every property through smart contracts. Her name was on every document, every deed. The room fell silent. Mark and Lila stared in shock. Eva explained how she had used her faith to guide her steps, how she had used technology to protect her dreams. She was never weak. She was always in control. Her silence had been her strategy. Her devotion had been her shield. The boardroom, once filled with doubt, now filled with respect. Eva's true power was clear for all to see. Eva's empire grew stronger than ever. Her faith and silence became her legend. Investors came from across the world, seeking her wisdom. She showed them the rosary, her silent witness. She taught them that devotion and strategy could build lasting wealth. The city skyline glowed with her success. Her properties brought hope and change. Her technology made business smarter and fairer. Eva's legacy was not just money or buildings. It was trust, faith, and silent strength. She told her story to all who would listen. She warned them of betrayal, but also of hope. She showed that silence does not mean weakness. Faith is not just for prayer, it is for power. If you wish to build something great, remember Eva's lesson. Use devotion as your guide. Use smart strategy as your tool. Let your legacy be more than wealth. Let it be faith, hope, and silent strength.